What's up, peeps? Are you struggling to hit your shots on Delta Force console? Well, this video will show you how to improve fast. So, number one, obviously, is going to be the settings. Now, if you haven't seen my full settings video for the best settings for console, I'll be linking it down below in the comment section. So let's jump right into it. So for the controller, this is very, very important here. For the dead zone, this is going to be specifically for your controller. What you want to do is you want to set these first, and then we're going to go back into the dead zone. All right. So we're going to go on the bottom here. Now, I love playing with linear. Linear honestly just makes, if you can get used to linear, you're just going to be way better aim. But again, if you were playing from Call of Duty or other games, I would suggest dynamic. That's the one that you used to go play with. Now, for the sensitivity preset, you do have a low, medium, or high, but we're going to go custom in this one because we want to customize every single one. Now, for the hip fire horizontal, we're going to go with 230, and this one we're going to go with 190. I did play 9.9 sensitivity in Call of Duty, so my settings are pretty similar to that one, but just a tad slower. Next up, for the hip fire horizontal outer dead zone acceleration, we're going to have this at 210. This one's going to be 0. This one's going to be 33. Hip fire tune delay, this one's going to be 0. Now, this is the ADS. This one we're going to have 140 and 135. This one we're going to have 0. This we're going to have 0. The ADS turning activation time, we're going to have 95. For the ADS turn delay, we're going to have 20. And then we're going to go and set the sensitivity per zoom for each scope. So we're going to turn that on. And basically what we have for the first two, we have 1.1. Next one, we got 1, 1, and then 0.90, 0.90, and 0.90. Very importantly, copy these settings. And again, if you want to change specific setting, like if it's too fast or too slow, only change this one. Hip fire horizontal vertical, this one right here, and the ADS. Do not change any of the other ones. So something very importantly is try with my settings. They're honestly pretty slow. So if we take a look right here, I'm going to go from left to right as the maximum input so you can see how fast it moves. So it moves fairly fast from left to right, but it allows me to do my fine-tuned adjustments as needed. All right. Now, something very important. I do suggest practicing with these settings for quite a bit because I know some people, they like grab a setting and say, no, that doesn't work. Change the sensitivity again. Play for 10 more minutes. No, change the sensitivity again. Now, you need to play with a certain sensitivity. Play 1, 2, 3 games, and you'll be all right. And then switch the sensitivity like about 5 points. So just don't go full ham like left and right and changing from up and down because if not, you're never going to be able to find your perfect sensitivity. Now, next up, something that's very important is understanding what kind of aim assist we have in this game. So we got two types of aim assist. We have your aim assist that while you're ADSing, if you go from left to right, that slows it down. That wasn't me slowing it down. That is the dude. And as you guys can see, you get the aim assist almost at this arm. So it stops right here. So you get some pretty good aim assist. You don't get aim assist while ADSing. So if you're aiming to the right and I hit ADS, it's not going to ADS into the guy. But the other ADS that we do have, the aim assist, is the rotational. So here we're just going to be moving from left to right, and I'm not even moving my aim on this one. I'm going to show you my controller right here. So we're moving from left to right without moving it, and we're getting aim assist. Now, this is very important to understand. Why? Because how you get better aim assist is if you move from left to right, you're going to get that aim assist. Instead of you just being standing still and moving like this, it's going to be a lot harder. So if you're moving from left to right, take a look at this. I'm barely moving my aim, and it's all the rotational aim assist. And every time that I aim, it's going to be right on point. Same thing. As far away, look at this. You even get a little bit. So I'm moving from left to right, and every time I ADS, take a look at that. Right on point. Right on point. Right on point. So again, rotational aim assist. Every time you want to aim, move from left to right while not ADSing. That'll help you out a lot. Now let's move on to the next tip, which again, I use across a lot of the games, especially on this one where the aim is not as good. Let's say you're shooting at this dude and then you want to track the dude on the right. Sometimes if they're a little bit too far away, if there are too much distance in between, you don't want to go from one aim to the other. So you don't want to do this and then move that. As you guys can see, it caused me to pass the first dude and then having to come back. Sometimes what I do is I kill a target, ADS off, move, and then reacquire. That makes it a lot better. And as well, you can move and make your enemy miss and then hit on point. So for example, I do this. ADS. And as you guys can see, the aim is significantly better. And for the next one, we've got use a hip fire. When you're in close range situations, again, my ADS isn't that fast. So and hip fire is very, very, very powerful in this game. I mean, take a look at that. That was without hitting my aim button. So we'll do it again. Without moving my left or right. That's just moving my dude. That's without moving my aim. Hip fire is insanely powerful in this game. So if you're fairly close range, like even up to here. I still use skip fire if I had an assault rifle or a submachine gun. So again, use skip fire to your advantage. It is a lot more useful than you think, and you'll be able to hit a lot more of your shots. Next up, practice. If you play operations, I do suggest you running into Warzone or Warfare, because Warfare has a lot more action, a lot more shooting at enemies. So again, Warfare will allow you to practice a lot more than operations, because operation, well, you're not always fighting and you're fighting against bots. So Warfare is the best place to practice, but also use a firing range. If you guys don't know how to find it, let me leave the firing range. Whenever you go into your loadout section, any gun that you want to use, whether it's engineer, whichever one you want to use, all you have to do is hit L3, as you guys can see on the bottom left of the screen, and you'll jump right into here. So again, it is very, very good. This ones have the correct 80 like HP, and you got your close range, your long range, you got your even more long range, and then you got way over there. So again, pretty good. It'll tell you your accuracy, headshots, and the knockdown type. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Drop any questions you have down below in the comment section, and I will be happy to answer them. Peace out. Hopefully this video helped you, and I'll see you all in the next one.